Right. Let's see if we can make something fun happen. Let's paint some cats. Okay. Let's paint some cats. First step first. Let's see if we can alter the colors a tiny bit. Cat paint. Hello, Moyor. You don't appear as being in the stream. Well, rather, it doesn't appear like anyone is in the stream. Let me put it like that. I'm glad you're here. I was so angry and annoyed on Friday. I cannot begin to describe how annoying that one was. But we're here now. That's okay. Those are important. Luncheons are good, and when you spend them with people that you love, even better. Or care for, whichever is the first step. Yes, I'm gonna do that one. So I'm altering the color of the face a little bit because I thought it was a bit too. Faces are difficult. Well, colors are difficult on occasion, specifically with faces, because it has a tendency to either look flushed out or not realistic. And I'm aiming for at least semi-realistic. This one. Well. In the wrong context, that could sound so bad and so weird. But I hear you. So how was your week otherwise? Work week was shit. These are things we don't like. Please tell me something was good though. Yesterday was good. Good. We like. Yesterday was good. I worked yesterday again, which was nice, but also heavy. But yes, we like it when stuff was good. I'm going to make some smaller adjustments to this one. Again, yes. You do that thing. No worries. I make some smaller adjustments to the face to make it feel a little bit more, basically. I'm aiming for an oil painting feel, so that's what we're going for here. Actually going to I'm gonna drape it a little bit more in darkness on this side and hope that one works. I think it will. I think it will work exceptionally well. Just to kind of reel in that oil painting feel that I'm looking for. Whilst maintaining a bit of that catty feeling. Yes, this feels a lot better in terms of how painterly it is. Which is good. That's what I want. Hello, Glyph. I'm good. How about you? How are you doing? Yes. Positive. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I saw it. Did I? If I saw it, I have commented on it. That's usually how I work, so the moment I see things, I comment on them. I don't always see things even though I have been in the even though I've been on the Discord, I haven't always seen everything, so I have a tendency to to just, you know, hang around and reply quick stuff. In shit posting or in a general one, and then I will take my time with art posts at a specific time. Oops. But I've been working a little bit this week, so I the hand. Oh yeah, no, but that one I replied to. What I replied was in the thingy. I believe I said that I thought that you had done a good job. It is good. There's not much more I can say about it than that it is good. If it's good, it's good. It's when you see something that just fulfills the things that you want to see in the image, such as, for instance, that bar, there's very little that you can say that makes anything change or makes or has like an important impact on it. Like, you know, if something could be improved in it, then I would have written that one in the because I know that you like to get pointers, but I didn't really see that much could be improved like that. So if that makes sense. Yes, no worries, Morior. I'll see you tomorrow. He was talking to our teacher about this, like throwing everything away and do like if you're going to try to be an art illustrator. A lot of friends told me I have talent. My teacher told me that, but I'm still thinking about it. It's a big step. One of those things, you know, doing something like that is a big step. That there's no denying that one, you know. And I can't tell you what to do or what not to. Because in the end, you are the one who needs to make that decision. But if it is something that you're willing to go for, then I do think that you could make that one work. The one thing that I will tell you is it's an extremely competitive market. You will be fighting for work. It's not something that you just you know step into and make masses of money right away. You really need to fight for your work. And you know, I don't mean that you have to go out and you know shiv people or you know hit them on the face to get your work, but more like, you know, thank you, I am doing just that. But you know, you need to put yourself out there. You need to be prepared for the fact that there might be people, or there will be people that are either already established and will get work because of that one, or that will, you know, sell themselves at a lower price than you do and get the work because of that one. And that's frustrating, but it's something that you really need to be aware of, because if you're not, then it can be a really, really tough situation to be in. Yes, like that. We're gonna do it like that. Merge with layer below. Yes, you are. So, next step. Like that. But yeah, it's being an artist in general is a tough life. That there's no way around that one. It really really isn't. And so, you know, as long as you're aware of that one, if you feel confident about that one, then go for it. Because it's also very very rewarding to see your own art on or in things. That's my opinion. Okay, now we're gonna see what we can do about some of the armor. is here, so okay. Put a bit of stuff up. I believe I need to make this one also be golden. Just to make it stand out a little bit. So we are going to, I'm gonna do it like this. A little bit here, and then dark, and then dark here. Darkening down things a little bit because I know that I need to adjust so that her the volumes of her body, the you know, the anatomy kind of makes sense. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of a backlight on those ones, on the clothes, so that I can put a more accentuate her body a little bit. One of the things that is struggling a little bit with is that I want to make sure that it's clear that this is a woman, but I don't want, you know, I really don't want that, you know, oh, has to be boobs, but it still needs to be clear that it's, you know, that Nyx is a woman. So I'm trying to put a little bit of an emphasis on her curves, just to make it work. Like so. Let's save as well quickly. Just to make sure. I'm gonna take a quick look and see how the thingy moves. I'm just gonna do a time lapse, just let it be on repeat so I can just see how I painted it and see where I was going with specific things. Allow me a couple of minutes just to look at it. Oh yeah, that's when I lost fucking hours because program crashed, corrupted the file. Now this is where I changed it today. Okay, I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna do it from closer up here. I'm just gonna do it, oh no, wait, here. A little bit slower so I can see it a little bit better. Now this is last time I painted it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with this evolution. That's good. That's good. We can continue. So. A little bit closer on. Oh, what's this? Hmm. No, that's correct. It looked weird suddenly. Okay. Oops. Just trying to give a little bit more character to the character. I started with these ones last time as well, but I didn't feel them right at that point. Now I have a better idea of what I want to do. because these ones needs to be like those like ropey thingies that some like some military suits have. So I'm gonna try to make it look a little bit more like those ropey thingies. Like so. Ropey thingies is just like my jam. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that this one actually looks like a piece of fabric. Yes. Like a glove. I can live with that. 20 more minutes. Hello.
No.
You alright?
Yeah, I wanted to sketch some.
Yes.
So
That's good.
trying to find some relaxation after the past weeks. The first question, where is my sketchy stuff?
Don't know. You should be there, no?
Yeah, it is somewhere. My sketchy stuff.
Somewhere it is. Yes. I had Moria in the chat earlier, and Glyth. Moria had to leave for Mother's Day thingy shenanigans.
Nice. Lovely indeed for those who celebrate.
Yes.
The turkey is really getting on my nerves, you know?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my fucking nose. And I cannot come here.
No, you cannot.
Where, oh, where is my sketchbook?
Alright.
I found an old sketch of Grima made.
Huh? Oh, nice.
He's not used to it, he's getting
I had taken this one on, but I don't need this one if I have company. Alright, I need to be a little bit careful because the computer is exposed again. Just so that they don't accidentally turn things off.
kinky.
Yes. How you doing, love?
Tired. I need a week to recuperate.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. Why are you being like this now? had been very clever with this one and being, vague, so I would be, forced to make some decisions about it when I was painting it. And right now I'm cursing that one because that means that I need to make decisions when I paint it.
I want to sketch, yay! And then I sit down and I look up at what I wanted to sketch and I'm like, that's actually a shit idea to sketch.
Kitty indeed. Hey, signed.
Oh.
How you doing?
She's not as fluffy as Nyx though.
No, she isn't. She's gonna have big hair though. It's gonna be big hair fluff, and also fluffy cape.
No capes.
No cape. This will have cape because it's a way to make fluffy. Did some cooking, some cleaning, and now laundry. It sounds like a Sunday. Maybe the cape can use some fluff. Yes, that's kind of the point. The cape will have fluff all the way down on the back, on the outside, to make her feel a little bit fluffier.
Because nothing says I am a terrifying creature of the night like fluff.
Fluff. The references I use to make sure things look like hard leather and stuff. Because the reference I use to make sure that this one looks like hard leather is this one, which is the backside of a lute, I think. When Nyx sits, her fluffy tail is wrapped around her feet, very demure. Very demure.
I can put a very cute 5-second video of newborn void kitties.
Yes.
In the chat.
Yes, you can.
Because we all need cute shit.
We all need it. Like so. And then I had this. And we're gonna do this to make it really, really fucking black there. Void kitties, I want one, she said. They were very void. At least
Yes, Mom was void and there were 5 little voidlings.
at least yeah, the ones that I saw were at least very voidy.
We had a small nest of ginger ones as well, but 2 of them alas passed away.
Oh.
And someone dropped in a random kitten yesterday, which was like, where's the mom? I don't know. Where are the siblings? I don't know. So I got taken to a foster home where mom already had some kittens, and they hope that mom will go like, oh well, fine, one extra then. Because cats be like that sometimes.
Yeah. You posted it?
Yes.
Yes.
It is so cute. It's only like 5-6 seconds because I didn't want to disturb mom too much. But it's kind of cute because you can see on a little black cat the little tiger spots and stripes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they're
The way it should be. Oops.
going to sketch. I might sketch some downstairs.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what.
I don't know.
Signed if you wait 12 weeks, you can adopt them all. They are indeed so cute. Also, it is just, you have to squee when you see the little toe beans of a newborn kitten. They're so teeny, and then the little claws make you just go like, oh my god. But yes, alas, kitten season has begun.
Oh. Okay. And now I start with these ones.
It was kind of interesting though, because I remember growing up and we had cats and kittens around in the neighborhood. So if someone had a nest of kittens, we had seen newborn kittens and whatnot with them.
Yeah.
But our children haven't. So
No.
when a couple of weeks ago the first pregnant cat got brought in and she gave birth, Peanut saw for the first time newborn kittens. And he was really like, oh my god, they're so tiny, oh. And then I just realized like he hasn't seen them, which is a good sign. It means that, less reckless breeding happening, but still too much.
Sign is asking if there was any news about the one cat you suspected was mistreated, the lethargic one.
Yes, the pancake one. He's actually doing quite well. He got moved into the bigger adoption area. First we need to keep them like 2 weeks in like, slightly larger but not super big, kennels like they have at the vet. Because you can't just release them because they might have diseases and stuff. So 14 days to see that they're healthy and the vet gives them an okay and they get released in the adoption areas, and they're quite large. So then he actually has a chance to find his own hiding spaces and so on. So he's actually doing quite good because he can hide and he has cats around, not humans. So he's actually coming out of his shell a bit. He comes up and sniffs people. You still can't pet him because he goes like, "What? Nope." But no. But yeah, there is definite trauma in that cat because he does not like men at all.
That's usually the worst signs when they don't like a particular person, like a man or a woman or someone with blonde hair, or like that's usually like a really bad sign.
He can tolerate men if he knows them. But if he doesn't know, like, one of the dog walkers walked past and he got spooked and he just peed on the floor. So, still a lot of work, but, he's getting out of his shell, he's eating, he's drinking.
That's good to hear, she said.
He's hiding, hissing from, sometimes you walk past a little box where he's hiding and you just hear like, coming out of the box and you're like, okay, you're good. But yeah. In an ideal world, cats get adopted out fast because a shelter isn't always the best of environment. But on the other hand, the paradox is for extreme abuse cases, a shelter is actually a quite good environment because there is food at regular times, there is structure, there is routine, something that a home can't always give you the same.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Time is almost out. Time is almost out. It's good to set these times though. If I don't, then I don't have a chance to rest, and then I don't rest and I get sick.
Fair point.
Been working a little bit more lately, so.
But the good bit is that, you know, Void Kitties got posted in the group.
Yes, that is a good thing. Those knuckles look amazing. Thank you. We're gonna. I need to, like, you know, I'm doing a lot of hinting, so it needs to feel like they're here. But I'm also like, you know, it's just they're little blobs. But if I put them, if I put them out like this, then they look amazing.
That is also like a cool avatar to use online, and people go, oh my god, who's that? You can go like, it's my cat Nix.
Yes.
What do you mean you don't have portraits of your animals, you plebs?
Plebs. I happen to know this fantastic artist.
Oh.
But yeah.
Mm.
Come on. You don't know there.
Sorry, lots of sighing.
It's okay. I can live with that one.
Kind of forcing myself to just be here now and not do anything, because it's always like, I must do this one to relax, and the
Yeah.
actual concept of just sitting and relaxing is...
Sign just said that I am indeed fantastic.
Well, there's at least someone who says they want to about you, so that's good. You need to get your validation outside of our battle.
Yes.
No. You are good.
I try to be.
And then I can go all like petty American housewife and go like, behind every great man is a wife who supports him. And I just go like, yeah, jag ligger honom upp. I have a colleague who does stand-up comedy, and he gets booked quite a lot, and his wife pulls that shit all the time. It's only because of my sacrifice that you get to do that one. If you call it a sacrifice, you're in it for, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Unless you actually do sacrifices.
No. She calling it sacrifice makes it wrong. If he would go like, I'm grateful for your sacrifice so I can do this one, that's a different thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm really grateful for all of the things that you have done to make sure that I could paint for a long while like this, you know, so. And
I sold my soul to the energy industry.
yes, you did.
You know, I'm a sad, middle-aged wife.
Yes. With sad, middle-aged husband.
Yes, but are we referring to, you know, the middle age, ages, or are we like, you know, our age? I leave them open for interpretation.
My age.
I do have a sword though, so.
Yes. You win some, you lose some.
And you skidoodle.
There we go.
You know. Hi.
So,
Fox.
bit of a...
Oh, it.
Yeah, I see. Well, someone's liked.
Scotty. Oh, Jesus Christ, dog.
Apparently middle age now begins at 35. That makes me old. Stop.
Since
Stop.
when?
Since when? I don't like that one. Stop it. Shut up. Can't make me do it. like that. I gave her a knee pad that is slightly golden. If I lived in the Middle Ages, I'd be burnt at the pyre. Yeah, well, we are many that would have been that one, so.
Yeah, my mom was a herbologist, and you know, despite everything, a quite good one. So you know, I'm one of those persons. I believe in modern medicine, but I also believe in the fact that some old remedies actually work to help alleviate things as well. Take your medication, but sometimes the right tea can soothe an upset stomach and those kind of things.
I, on the other hand, believe in a thing called love.
Yet, I know how to make potions that, bring forth abortions and stuff, and, how to poison people without leaving traces.
See, these are the important things that everyone...
Aquatofana, man. What? Oh my god, are you dying because I'm not petting you?
Yes.
She's not an impressionist, she's a petist. She goes like, I get petted, therefore I exist.
Okay.
Right, it's alright.
Look at this majestic coat.
Yeah, freaking comfy beanbag, man.
I know.
Skidoodle.
I am going to... Well, I really want to have that one downstairs, but I'm not sure.
I'm
Signed is asking to have you that you tell her more about poisons and...
Digitalis, aconite and datura. All three very common flowers for the garden. Digitalis is like lily of the veil, maglochia. Even this is of course academical for legal purposes. This is academical. But
for legal purposes.
If you get like the Mayflower thingies, and you put, of course you want to keep them fresh, so you put them in water. Don't do that one if you have pets. Don't take those into the house because they're extremely poisonous. But even the water where you put your flower in is quite poisonous. What does digitalis do? It stops the heart. So
here's your brother. Here's your brother, just in time for the digitalis.
So if you already have someone who has a weaker constitution, that one is I'm not saying it's a tip that's wrong, but it's if you are a Hollywood vixen who marries a 101-year-old man,
like I always tend to do,
make some tea with that one, just saying.
Okay. Here we go. Your brother arrives 5 minutes past 9, and I am about to stop. So we're gonna do a bit of a time-lapse thing after I've saved.
While you do that one, I'll inform people about aconite quickly.
Yes.
Wolfsbane, aconite. Can get absorbed through the skin. So, easiest way to, and the more you get exposed to it, the more violent your reactions get. So, once again, your 101-year-old, millionaire husband, for theoretical purposes only, you can put that one in the shaving cream.
Ah. Yeah. Yes, it does suck that you don't get notification only 4 anymore. Good to know is that I have decided to make all of these ones, except for the Friday one currently, to be at 8. And that's going to be the case up until I know a more steady schedule.
However, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel,
yes,
you will get an alert from there, and then you can still choose whether you want to log in on YouTube or on Twitch.
He did. Sign went like, there's a garden in the UK where only poisonous flowers grow. I thought we had one in Antwerp as well.
Yes. No. The botanic is.
No,
not
sweetie, no.
Uh,
Not like that.
Yeah, but there is indeed the poisonous garden is one of them. There's a.
Well, we're gonna see if we can fix that one for you, Red. But for now, I'm going to do a time lapse. Thank you so much for being here, and see you all tomorrow again. Until then, take care.
Toodles.
Bye bye. Time lapse time.